Australia, promoting Australian education and development of Nepalese diaspora in Australia.
Hello and namaste. Welcome to Destination Australia television show. We are here at Sydney to share you the real ground situation of quality of education and international students experience. Today we are here at Victoria University Sydney campus and we have very special guest to share you the detail about the study opportunities and international students experience, who is none other than Karol Clancy, Associate Director Students. Let's welcome him to the show. Karol, you are welcome on our show.
Thank you, Sunil. I'm so happy to be here.
Karol, actually we are here to share the experience of international student and quality of education in Victoria University Sydney campus. First of all, would you please tell us something about yourself?
My name is Karol Clancy. I'm the Associate Director of Students at Victoria University Sydney. And my role is to look after students from the moment they begin until they complete their course. So the entire life cycle of the student.
Talking about the facilities and infrastructure of VU Sydney, how do you assure that international students are quite happy in VU Sydney?
We have a team of 7 or 8 full-time staff who are dedicated to supporting international students. We've been working with international students for a long time and we have very experienced staff. So we have an understanding of what it's like for international students arriving in Sydney. Everything can feel different. You know, the food can be different, the weather is different, the traffic is different, the trains, everything can feel a bit much at times. So what we do to try and offset that is to provide as much support as we can to the students when they commence. So we have very strong orientation programs and student inductions, so they get as much information in place at the beginning to help them feel comfortable, so that they know they've made the right choice, that they have as much information that they can rely on to move towards their completion. So we give them contacts and information with the New South Wales Police, for example, so that they know that the police force in New South Wales are a welcoming organisation. Likewise, we do water life safety. We give them information on their overseas students' insurance, health insurance. So we put a lot in place at the beginning that they feel welcome.
We are here at Sydney all the way from Nepal to share the experience of international student. So talking about international student, what is your experience with Nepalese students?
Nepalese students tend to be very polite. They tend to work extremely hard. We understand that a lot of our Nepalese students have to juggle studying and working at the same time, and they do everything that they can to make sure that they succeed. We're extremely proud of our Nepalese students and the things that they have achieved here.
Large number of students and television viewers are interested to know about the extra opportunities of VU Sydney. Do we have scholarship opportunities for international students?
Okay, so if I can circle back to the beginning of the question, some of the infrastructure that we have in place. We have a state-of-the-art learning hub. We have a dedicated team of learning support advisors. These are staff members who assist students in developing their assignments and assessments. So if a student has any academic related query, so maybe they want to know more about referencing, or they need some guidance on an essay, or they need some guidance on report writing or academic writing. All of these are available to our students. And what's more, students can develop their academic assessments for delivery during their face-to-face teaching with their teachers. So they're developing all of the time. We have a state-of-the-art dual boot lab on level 9, which has both Mac and PC computers that can boot at the same time for students who want to design apps. And on top of that, we offer a range of very competitive scholarships. So for 2023, we'll be releasing a 15% scholarship, and there are also scholarships available for students who begin and complete a bachelor program and then want to study postgraduate programs called the VU Sydney Alumni Grant. And we have a range of scholarship details available on our website.
International students are choosing abroad study to shape their career in job market and develop their professional horizon. In this case, how does VU is shaping students' career during their study period here in PU campus?
So the student services team are there to support the student in any range of inquiry that they might have. So that can be something to do with the academic delivery, or it can be a personal issue, could be a welfare issue, could be a tenancy issue, something where they're living, could be something at work. So all of our international students are protected in Australia with legislation. At work with Fair Work Australia and tenancy rights for where they live if they have problems with their landlords, and it's important that we share that information with students. With relation to preparing them for their career, that is a huge component of block delivery and block learning, where they will study and improve soft skills, negotiation skills, speaking skills, negotiation and workshop delivery. So they're always fine-tuning the skills that they will use then in the workplace. On top of that, the VU Sydney has a partner for internship delivery that students can contact to get placement in their chosen industry. And we do recommend that students do this towards the end of their studies rather than at the beginning, where they have a bigger body of work that they can rely on to put their skills in place.
Karol, we are at the end of this session. So finally, what's your message to the prospective students and parents, those who are continuously following this show to know about the study in Australia, opportunities and challenge? What's your final message?
Well, my message to the parents and the students is that VU Sydney and Sydney itself is an extremely excellent study location. We take extreme pride and satisfaction in looking after students, and we do acknowledge that they're far away from home, that they don't have their immediate family support. So we put as much as we can in place to fill that gap, to make sure students have enough information, guidance and support to complete their studies successfully.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Destination Australia, promoting Australian education and development of Nepalese diaspora in Australia.